Dad's Good Show. Dad's Good Show. Dad's Good Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Hola.
Drink Show. Hola, me llamo Jefe y
In Spanish,
Jeremiah.
they said Jose. So, we're not going to go Jeremiah. I can't do it.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
You sound like a close cousin to chlamydia.
We'll have to have a show on it one time, but I had an epic rivalry with my Spanish teacher in high school. It was well known. I'm just saying.
My Spanish teacher thought I was retarded. She was stunned. She was stunned when she found out I was actually smart because how bad I was at learning Spanish.
I took Spanish all the way to Spanish 3, and I'm going to tell you, this is just a synopsis of it. Literally, the first day of class in Spanish 3, my teacher pulled me aside. He was a soccer coach. I played baseball. And all he said to me was, pardon the horrible accent, but he goes, Senor, you sit in the back of the class. You say nothing. You talk to nobody. You just sit. I give you C. I was like,
so you're like Bert Kreischer taking Russian at FSU.
It kind of was. I'm like, done. So I literally just sat in the back. I started taking batting practice halfway through the season during Spanish. He didn't care, just as long as I wasn't there. Senor Verdu, love you, son.
Yeah. My Spanish teacher's name was Ms. Evans.
Miss Evans. That doesn't instill much confidence.
She has a whiter name than I do. Jesus.
Right. At least my guy was Verdu, right? I mean, we had something in there.
Yeah, no, she told me Spanish 2 honors and Spanish 3 honors, and I'm fairly certain that she thought, yeah,
that you were special. You know what?
I was special. You know what? In college, I took Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, A+. So I learned it. It just,
Tango el gato, los pantalones.
So where are we at, Jeff? We're in round 2.
We're in round 2 of the great animal
Tournament
showdown,
of Death.
The Tournament of Death. The animal battle for supremacy. And we've got the Elite 8. And by the way, I'm going to point out, yes, we left out an animal that seems all too obvious.
Yeah.
The bull, the bison.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. They wouldn't have won, but they probably could have gotten to the finals because
they would have messed up some brackets. Yeah. They would have busted a couple, right?
Next year.
When we go to round 2. Like, eventually, this is going to be pure dinosaurs.
So,
Jeff.
Yeah. The Velociraptor versus the bison. The woolly mammoth versus the snapping turtle.
Round 2, fight.
So round 2, we've got the hippo going against the elephant. We've got a gorilla going against the bear. Got a tiger versus human. And we've got a rhinoceros against a turtle. Now, I left the bear, the turtle, the human ambiguous because these are the alpha of their species. So,
yes,
depending on the coin flip of home field advantage, we can decide which human or turtle or bear, although it's going to be a grizzly bear, but which of these creatures advance to this matchup to represent their species, because this is the alpha of the species gets to represent, and we're going to game plan. So that'll come into play with this.
And I think home field advantage is going to come into play. I mean, that's all. Again, it's like, let's see where we're going to go, right?
Especially for one, really, probably only for one matchup. Will it come into play?
This might be true,
but we'll get into it. So let's dive into our first matchup here. We've got the hippopotamus that defeated the moose in the first round. Moose got a tough draw.
Yeah.
going against the elephant that defeated the giraffe, which
Those are two marquee matchups.
Elephant versus giraffe, probably the biggest blowout, I would say, in round one, if you really think about it.
Yeah, just lack of weapons. I mean, the giraffe is like that athletic freak that has everything you need except what wins. So we're coming to Hippo. Now we got to figure out home field, right? Because both of these we're going to assume is the desert. But if the Hippo gets home field,
is this
we
still
get
this
water?
Shit? There we go. It's full screen. There we go.
Right?
Sure, but I think we just saw how much that home field means. Look at the size of the elephant compared. Look at what it's doing to this hippo right here. So yeah,
that is just kind of taking a piss right in whatever it
so,
wants.
Heads is hippopotamus, tails is elephant.
Oh.
It is tails, which means elephant gets the advantage, which I would say dry land is probably the advantage.
Yeah,
for the
that's
elephant.
the advantage. The advantage for the elephant is going to be dry land.
But frankly,
it's a size thing, man. It's a size thing.
Does it matter?
I don't think it does. It's a size thing. I mean, an elephant is like 8 foot tall. I think for the hippo to have a chance in this, they would need to, because one of the things the hippo, even though they have those dull teeth that we talked about, the bite strength, right? It's the PSI on their bite. And I think I heard that like a hippo could snap a crocodile in half with one bite, right? There's enough strength.
Caught it right? Yeah. That was was correct.
But what part of the elephant? And then how do you finish them?
Look at that right there.
Ah, Jesus. And the tusk. I mean, the hippo has nothing pointed. They have pointed teeth, but those teeth are never going to get close enough to the elephant. There's no chance.
No, and I found out from research for this episode, the African elephant, I believe, is the largest land creature on the planet.
Bro.
And it's about double the size. I mean, look at it compared to that's a big hippopotamus.
Yeah. Well, bro, the other thing is you lose track of this maybe sometimes, I don't know, but the trunk, okay, see how he just raised his trunk? That's because it's pure fucking muscle. So if they swing this trunk at enough speed, that's literally like the biggest arm ever known to man catching you in the jaw with one.
And so here's the other factor, as awesome as hippos are. They're
one of Africa's most underappreciated.
They are dominating, just vicious. I mean, look.
Oh yeah,
that's a hippo attacking another hippo. As awesome. Oh my God, that was crazy.
The bite now, but they're herbivores, so they're not natural predators.
No. Hippos are omnivores. They eat both meat and.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was all just that.
Elephants only. But so you mentioned the trunk, and this is something that I saw in a video I was watching about. Grizzly bears who could defeat a grizzly bear, and elephant was one of them. Because an elephant can also use its trunk to actually basically like a hand. Mm-hmm. So it can grab sticks and smack you over the head with it.
The only way that I see the hippo might have a chance in this, right, would be hypothetically playing this thing all the way through. Let's book it to the end. If they got an elephant in the water, they were able to snap a leg with a bite. They get the elephant dropping down. Like maybe there's some off chance that a hippo like drowns an elephant out, but there's no. I mean, even that is because elephants are 7 foot tall. Hippos don't usually hang out in water that's 7 foot.
Well, and the elephant got home field,
right? And the elephant got home field, so
we're taking water out of it.
Yeah, I don't. And at the end of the day, it's just this.
I do think you're right. I do think you're right though, because a crocodile can kill an elephant because the trunk does serve as a nose. So if you mess up that trunk enough,
absolutely,
it will die eventually. Look at there's a hippo versus a rhino.
Well, I mean, and the thing is, look, hippo's skin is like 2 inches thick. I mean, they have one of the biggest armors on the outside of it. And there's very few things that can really get close enough to damage it that way. That's why you see the rhino struggle. They have the horn on their head, but the tusk for the elephant, they're pointed, they're out deep enough. There's enough cuts that are coming on the sides of this that, like, I love the hippo. Like, they are way more dangerous than you would ever think they are.
Apparently, they can take down a rhino. Oh, my God.
Yes, they can. Because if the rhino doesn't get them right there, the rhino has nothing but his horn, right?
And I do think,
if the
by
hippo
the way,
gets
hippo
them around
versus
it,
rhino is probably the most crazy, vicious matchup that could have happened. But
in round one. But at the end of the day, I think home field advantage in the tusk, I think that's what pushes the elephant over the edge. It's just they're so much bigger.
You remember
the tusk will get them before they get there.
Do you remember the video last week of the elephant like ragdolling a bull on its horn?
Mm-hmm.
Like it just ragdoll. It got it on its tusk, and it was just ragdolling it.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like,
and the only animal big enough to maybe ragdoll a hippo is an elephant. I mean, they're just insanely large. I think there are ways that you can beat an elephant, and we'll hopefully get to those. There are ways you can beat an elephant, but animal versus animal, I think you lose this one definitely. The hippo's only chance would have been to have water involved, and with no water, the hippo's done.
Yeah, I think a sneak attack to the elephant would have been the only prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, we saw an elephant lined up against a hippo size to size, and
it's not.
In fairness, the size is going to be determining the winner 90% of the time here, and a hippo compared to these elephants.
The tusk, it's just the tusk are built to literally come underneath and ragdoll, like you said earlier. So literally, just if they got a side shot on a hippo, an elephant is big enough to ragdoll a hippo. I mean, their heads, their bodies, the way it is, and they have thicker skin, so it's not like you're going to easily be able to puncture that. I mean, the hippo would need much sharper teeth or some other angle to go with. Elephant advance. Good for you, Babar.
Elephant. Moving on to the final four. 6 animals that could defeat a gorilla.
And I'm sure the bear's listed.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it could. It could.
It could. It would.
Oh.
All right, this one might go to the comments then.
Let's do it.
I'm not backing down on this one.
Oh, I don't think I am either, so this should be fun. All right, let's do this.
All right. Round 2. Ding, ding. Gorilla versus bear. We're going to say gorilla is heads, bear is tails. I don't think it makes a difference, although actually it could.
I mean, jungle.
Home field advantage. If this is tails, and we go to the ice caps. Nope, it's heads. So gorilla. So it doesn't matter.
Oh,
I was gonna say if you put it into a blizzard, the gorilla's got no chance.
All right, so
that's not the case.
I'm hardcore locked in. Show your video, make your argument, because
there's no argument to be made. I was on one of the first podcasts I was ever on. Was again a podcast, and they asked me who would win a gorilla or a grizzly bear, and I said a gorilla because it's smarter. It's got opposable thumbs, blah blah blah.
Right.
And then I looked it up, and right there's a good cue.
Okay. 550, 800. I got you.
I admit I was wrong. I looked it up on a bunch of different places. A bear would crush a gorilla no matter what. There's
look at this, dude. You got a stronger bite on a gorilla.
Barely anything.
They're both about the same height if they're on their back legs. Yeah, the gorilla's losing
about the
some
same
weight.
height, but the bear is like 400 pounds
Yes.
more.
Yes, but you know what that also means, Jeff?
That means they're that much stronger.
Means the bear's that much slower.
Oh, look at how much. No, they're not slower. Bears are faster than gorillas.
Okay, if we're talking about a straight race, if we're sprinting a 60-yard dash, but if I'm saying if you had to do agility between the two.
Speed, right here.
Speed doesn't equal agility. Speed doesn't equal agility.
Oh, you're wrong.
Look, I'm saying anywhere that a gorilla can climb gives it an absolute
Bears
advantage.
climb so well.
Okay,
Bears climb trees like nothing.
Yes, but let's try to. If you were going to say there was a 100-foot tree in front of you, who's going to get to the top of the tree first? Is it going to be the gorilla or the bear? No way.
The bear.
No way.
Absolutely.
The gorilla with the giant arm and pull up, like they're way quicker. They're more fluid.
No, bears are natural tree climbers, man.
So the way that I look at this is they
even give bears the advantage in character, which I
don't get. But look, here's where I go with the gorilla, and this is like
you're just being
neither
a
one of these.
now.
Neither one of these animals is going to kill the other with their bite. You're not going to be able to bite this monkey or whatever and kill it. Now, the bear has the advantage with claws. Because if it takes a swipe at a gorilla, that could absolutely screw it up, right?
Yeah,
the gorilla doesn't have that.
It's got
right. So it's either striking
and it weighs twice as much almost.
Yes. Here's where the weight no longer matters, Jeff. If the gorilla, part of the UFC, gets the back, if the gorilla can get on the back of the bear, easily choke him out. I mean, yeah, he's twice as big, but the gorilla is also 1,600 pounds. If 1,600 pounds is choking you, it doesn't matter if you're 3,000 pounds.
How do you think the gorilla, which is slower than the bear and half the size of the bear, how exactly do you think this gorilla is going to get around and put a near naked choke?
Agile. Have you ever seen a gorilla? Have you ever seen a gorilla just in videos when they're running and they just jump? They leap. It's in everything you've ever seen. It's even in the fucking horrible movies of the Planet of the Apes. Gorillas
you're going to
leap.
Movies again.
I might. But look,
that's good scientific evidence.
Gorillas can jump. Gorillas can jump. If a bear is charging you, once that momentum is going in one direction, it's done.
You think a gorilla can jump over the top of a bear?
100%. 100%. I think they can absolutely leap and just take the back.
We're talking the alpha. By the way, there we go. 5'5", 300 to 485 pounds.
Yeah.
We don't care about a hippopotamus. We know a hippopotamus could beat a gorilla.
The other part is just this.
Bears, not just the alpha bear, just bears in general.
They go to grizzly.
You're like talking about one of us fighting a 6-year-old who's quick.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's exactly what you're doing. Except for if you gave us knives for fingers.
That's
then
tough.
You made us fight a quick 9-year-old. We'll say a 9-year-old.
Knives for fingers, but now take that 9-year-old and give him the mental capacity of you as an adult. I mean, gorillas are way smarter. They're way smarter.
With a goddamn frying pan 17 times, and I'll still kill the kid.
No, if a 9-year-old hit you 17 times with a frying pan, you're dead. No chance.
Probably gorillas are more intelligent, but fight typically favors size and muscles over the brain.
Sure it does, but you have to have the angle. That's it. Typically, if a gorilla definitely has enough strength to choke out a bear. Can we agree to that? No, if a gorilla got on a bear's back, he wouldn't just choke him out.
A bear could grab it with its claws and flip it over.
When have you seen a bear go back to here?
Bears are extremely agile. You're underestimating a bear's agility.
Bears
are faster than gorillas. We already saw that. Almost
on the ground.
Double the speed.
On the ground.
Double the speed.
I don't think there's any way that the bear wins because it's one-dimensional. It has the claws, it has power, but if a gorilla was to get on the back,
what else does a bear need?
But if the gorilla gets on the back with those giant arms, it chokes
if
it out.
If a gorilla gets on the back, guess what? If I get on Margot Robbie's back, I'll be the luckiest fucker on the planet.
Well,
but
yes,
it ain't happening.
But the gorilla has the ability to do that. Literally, Jeff, I think we're going to have to put
I have the ability to fuck Margot Robbie, too.
Yes.
I've got a working penis right here. That doesn't mean it's going to happen because I wish it so.
No.
She's a 10, dude, I'm a 6.
Dude, bear rushes, gorilla jumps, takes the back, chokes him out.
A gorilla cannot jump over a bear. What are you watching? Donkey Kong?
I watch way too much Disney, apparently, because I think gorillas and monkeys can jump.
Here's a bear. Here's a gorilla.
They have a vertical. Wait. What's a gorilla's vertical jump?
What kind of cartoons are you
watching? Wait. Now I'm going to call you on it. Hang on. What is a gorilla's vertical jump? All it's got to do is get over 5 feet.
No. The alpha grizzly bear, it's got to get over 7 feet.
Okay, 7.
And, by the way, outstretched arms can catch the gorilla. So, like, 9 feet, at least.
And that's what we're looking at, 9 to 9.5 feet.
That's saying the bear is so retarded it can't turn around after the thing jumps over it?
The item that they grab is 9 to 10 feet. So, no, the vertical's not enough. The vertical's only like 5.
You're thinking like video games, like...
I am. But I do think that intelligence comes into play with two animals who are so completely like just muscle bound and built. In order for the bear, the claw is what gives the bear the advantage. The gorilla doesn't have the claw.
No, the claw is a huge advantage, but
it's
the
huge.
size is the advantage.
Well, the size.
The 900 pounds to 500 pounds. That's a big fucking advantage.
But in the animal kingdom, again, smaller can be faster equals okay. But if you get caught,
bears are faster. We already saw this.
Well, you're talking fast in the straight line speed. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying you've seen monkeys, you've seen bears. If they had to do something dexterous with their hands, who's quicker?
I'm not talking about which animal. This is not a which animal can solve a Rubik's Cube quicker.
So I'm saying quicker.
Because then humans would definitely win.
If there were no claw involved, the bear would be faster in the sense that it can move in different directions quicker than a bear. If you get a bear running on a train track and it's going 35, yeah, it's a hell of a beast, but it can't stop and turn on a dime.
How easily do you think this bear is going down?
Oh, it's not going to go down easy at all.
Yeah, a gorilla could take 17 shots to its face, and the gorilla and the bear. I'm sorry,
but the goal is to stun and then get the neck. As a gorilla, you got to choke it out. You got to stun and get the neck. If the gorilla,
it's not going to happen, man.
I'm going to the top. Jeff, we're going to have to put it in the chat because I'm telling you, I firmly believe that the gorilla wins this fight.
Commenters, please.
You will decide one of the final 4 because I believe that the gorilla wins this fight.
All right. Well, I believe in Santa Claus, so he might be fighting the next round for us. Make sure you let us know in the comments who advances, gorilla or bear. Moving on to the next
troll.
Moving on to the next matchup. Got tiger versus human. And this is the biggest coin flip of all because the rules we discussed.
This is the game changer.
Heads or tails for humans?
Heads.
All right. God, it's going to be an interesting debate. It is tails.
Oh, the tiger gets home field.
All right.
That changes everything. Changes everything.
Yeah. So it was going to be, actually, it wasn't going to be that fun of a discussion if a human got home field. We were just going to say who has the most guns readily available, and that's who gets home field.
But at the same time, can we not agree going into this conversation that if you are a human and you're putting yourself into a situation where tigers may be involved, that you would equip yourself appropriately.
I don't think. I
mean, you don't go on safaris without somebody who has a gun somewhere.
I don't think we give humans a gun.
Okay,
in this
no gun.
scenario, I think we just got to drop a human into their habitat.
I have my choice.
I don't have a person. You might have a specific. Well, I do, but I don't know his name. But from our survival of animal episode, Smack the Snout, I'll say the guy who can climb trees the best, because tigers can't climb trees.
That's a good call.
So I'm just thinking of Ocean's 11, the little Asian guy who does all those.
Oh yeah, that like
I don't know his name.
Underneath. But how does he kill the tiger?
That's the problem. What are you going to
solve
do?
that
Throw
problem?
Sticks at it? You're not.
Nope.
You're not going to kill it.
Here's where I'm going to solve that problem: is if we get to choose alpha male, I'm going to go decade appropriate, right? So I'm going to choose late 80s, early 90s, Mike Tyson.
I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Oh, jeez.
I'm going to let Tyson take on a tiger.
He's not gonna be able to whisper to it.
No. It's not about
you
whispering.
Want him to fight it?
Oh, yeah. It's about Mike might be able to drop an uppercut.
That right there is exactly what would happen.
Probably. I'm just saying, Mike lived around tigers. He knows tigers. He's got a feel for them. I'm just saying, if Mike catches an overhand, I don't care who you are, tiger or not. If Mike Tyson bare-fisted catches you on the temple, you're shook. You're shook.
No.
So
does
he not get any weapons?
Again. Now, if he remember they got the gag reflex on the back of their throat.
Yep.
However, here's the problem: no human is going to be able to kill the tiger with their bare hands.
Dude, if you were going to choose a human to do it, who would you think is crazy enough, strong enough, and
no
human
is strong enough to kill the tiger with their bare hands?
Maybe
they need a weapon.
If you had to choose one, who would you choose? It's Tyson. Tyson is the most unhinged, horrible. Like, Jeff, I know I'm a little bit older than you, but like when Mike Tyson was boxing back in the day,
I get it.
You worried about the other dude. Like Mike was going to hurt people.
Sure, he's not going to kill a tiger though by punching it. It's just not going to happen.
I'm just get him in the throat, straight through the back. I think Mike Mike ain't gonna quit.
He died within 7 seconds.
What you think? Okay, we going Paul? Are we going speed? What's the power? Which one's
all of it? Are you kidding?
Because right now, look, it's killing a moose or an anteater.
Well, it's got its leg,
but it broke its leg.
Yeah, it's just,
okay.
It's just waiting there, and that thing is 3 times the size of any human.
Of Mike Tyson, yes, I got you.
Yeah, Mike Tyson is not a big human either, by the way.
No, he's not. But I'm telling you, he's quick and he's powerful. I'm banking on what's going to get the most PSI, right?
I'm
Pounds
thinking
per square inch.
I'm thinking you climb a tree and somehow sharpen a stick and try to stab it from the top.
You're going way more cerebral. Like with me with a lion, I'm thinking like you got to attack straight on. Like it's just go. Because if you're in a tree,
you're right, but you die. What?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're probably going to die either way. The human needed home field advantage. If the human can't use a gun,
home field advantage for a human, we could pick any thousands of humans with an AR-15 and it would win.
Right. So without that,
the tiger's going to win. But your approach is absolutely the wrong way. You're not going to outmuscle this thing. But you can outclimb it. You and I could outclimb a tiger.
Jeff, look
at that thing. You think Mike Tyson's going to stand foot to foot? It's killing a bull.
Yeah, it's eating the bull, but the bull can't throw punches right now. Tyson would be uppercutting that throat. Bam,
No,
bam, bam,
no.
bam,
A tiger
bam,
clutches
bam,
here
bam.
on his neck, he'd be dead. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, you saw Tyson. He bit a dude's ear. Ain't gonna die till he can't breathe. I mean, like Tyson's gonna keep fighting the whole way through it. That's the only reason I give that man a chance.
You think
Like,
if a tiger crunched down on his neck right here, he wouldn't die instantly?
I would think that you and I cannot verify that a tiger hasn't bit down on his neck because Mike has tigers as pets. No, look, he would die eventually, but the dude is going down swinging. There's no way that, like, this guy, he got bit on the neck and he's like, shit, I'm dead. And now you're just going to wait for it. The human will fight back at that point. Regardless
No, the
of what
human
they
is
eat.
already
Well,
dead once the tiger has crunched its neck.
Well, once the neck is broke, yeah, that's a good call. Any human outside of Jeremiah, because we've already established, like, I would just sink to the bottom. Like, tiger, okay, you're done. But no, okay, so the tiger wins this, and we're gonna give it. It's logical. There's no straight up human who could beat a tiger in a fight, which is also even more screwed up when you watch these documentaries of whatever it is. You know, when the pandemic first started, it just happened to be when Tiger King came out, and you see these animals, and like, there's no reason they should have took the abuse that they did. It's a weird dynamic that absolutely a tiger could absolutely maul Siegfried and Roy anytime they want to, but it took them 20 some years to do it. It's a weird thing.
Well,
that
tigers aren't retarded. Like, they're not
right.
Like, that's the thing you're missing with bears and tigers, by the way. It's not like you're talking about the dumbest species on the planet.
No.
You're talking about species who can love their,
So then do they coexist with other humans because they don't see them as a threat? Is that fair to say?
I think that's what they said when we were watching the episode about animals, why they attacked Siegfried and Roy is once that dude started treating them like props instead of like family members. That's when the tigers started getting ornery.
But yeah, I think there's a point where an animal will be docile to a human, and I think you can use that to your advantage. But
yeah,
you
that's
got to strike once and
tournament.
strike quick. Well, I mean, again, do they not have knives? Like, if the human is in the jungle, would he not have a knife in case a tiger is there?
Well, but this is a tournament. You don't get your
exactly. Okay, good enough. Tiger survives. You got lucky. That's the road. That's the home field advantage right there.
That was home field. That was humans' only chance to, frankly, win the whole tournament was just get home field.
Yeah, humans had to keep home field advantage. They kept home field advantage. We're kind of a tough breed to kill in our house.
Yes, but alas, no mas, humans.
No mas. We're done.
Come on, all right, let's record the rest.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Edit less.
Yeah. All I'm saying is it's not that absurd. Mike,
it is absolutely. It's one of the most retarded arguments I've had with an adult. I'm gonna put that in the show.
Yes. Hang on. I'm still trying to find this answer. Let's go though. I'm good.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's okay. All right, our final battle of the night. And this one hurts me a little bit. We've got the rhinoceros against the turtle. We'll go heads for rhino, tails for turtle. So I don't know if rhinos have tails.
I don't think so.
And in theory, this matters, but I don't think it does in practice. But
nah,
it is tails, so turtles get home field. So I do automatically go off the bat. I would say snapping turtle is the turtle we're selecting.
Yeah, if you're going to give it home field, yeah, I just Look, dude.
I'm turtles are the only animal on this planet that I actually love. And I'll say this. In the water, it would go for the legs. But yeah, I don't think you would have to be able to break. Look at these beasts.
Right. Here's the problem. The problem is this. How does a turtle kill a rhino? Could a turtle snap and get itself away to safety? Sure thing. But if this is Mortal Kombat, this is to the finish, there's just nothing in a turtle's arsenal. They're the greatest defense ever. They're like the fucking, the Ravens that won the Super Bowl, right? The defense is going to win everything, but your offense has got to bring something. You can't roll Trent Dilfer out in this joint. They could bite, they could snap, they could do whatever. It's going to be but at the end of the day, there's nothing in a turtle that's a killer. It's just not going to happen.
Snapping turtles are vicious, but it's not going to kill a rhino, a hippo, an elephant.
It'll hold on. I mean, it'll hold on, and it could cause discomfort.
And this is probably the creature right here, the alligator snapping turtle. This is probably the one we'd put up.
Yeah, 100%.
It's vicious, but
it's just there's just
I don't even here's the thing with a rhino is eventually, and I mean, look, that's a big turtle.
Oh, it's huge. They're enormous.
Eventually, I feel like the rhino, the only thing it has to do now underwater, it is more difficult.
Yeah,
but it's got on land. I'm thinking all it's got to do, no matter how big the tortoise is, eventually flip it over and stomp on it.
Well, look, no matter how great the tortoise is, and you can pull yourself into your shell, or you can do anything else that you want to do, the horn on the rhino is the great equalizer here. I mean, if a turtle was completely encased in its shell,
can flip it.
The horn can go straight into the shell and do damage to whatever it needed to do.
I guess, but even aside from that, if you flip one of these tortoises on its back, it's going to die from natural causes, even if the rhino walks away.
Yeah,
because you can't flip itself back.
I think the tortoise is one of the greatest survivors in all of humanity. Whatever you want to call,
Animal Kingdom, not human.
Animal Kingdom, yeah. Well, I throw them in. I'm like saying, in the Animal Kingdom, though, these turtles are amazing, and it is such a creation to be able to survive the situations that you will normally be in.
176 years old.
176 years old. And when you go and see these, I've been in some of these places with sea turtles, and they're huge. They're 200 years old and they're enormous, but all they're built for is defense. Again, there's no offense. So do I think that the turtle could fight off a rhino for a little while? Yeah. But there's just nothing it can do to actually kill. I think that the problem with the turtle in this situation is there's just nothing offensively. That's all. Defensively, it's one of the greatest. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? In the battle with the animal who I'm fairly convinced is going to win this tournament, the elephant, I think a snapping turtle with home field advantage could win, because all it has to do is bite into that thing. The elephant will die a week later. The turtle can just get away and survive.
Yeah, look.
But a rhinoceros doesn't have that weakness. I just don't.
Well, I mean, I guess it could get the rhino's leg. I don't know, man. I mean, here's the deal.
It could.
Any fight with a turtle.
Is the rhino gonna? Is it gonna drown it? I love turtles so much.
Jeff, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and there's so many times that great wrestling matches are going on, but you'll hear the crowd chant, "This is boring." All I'm saying is, if a turtle wins any fight, it's going to be really boring. It's not a bear and a gorilla attacking each other. Like the turtle literally needs to clip an Achilles. They need to take the legs out and then slowly drown the animal. Could they survive? Obviously they can. I mean, you can make the argument 189 years old, that if you live to be 189 years old, like, you've seen some shit.
You know how to survive everything.
You've been through some battles and you've survived. It's one of those, if you're putting them straight into battle and like nobody leave, only one, like 2 men shall enter, 1 shall leave. I don't think the turtle rolls over, but the shell's an equalizer.
I think we can call this one as a winner, but we can even say this one maybe is just a DQ, not a kill.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you've only got a day to finish this match, and the turtle has home field advantage, so we're going snapping turtle, right? In that scenario,
Yep.
It's not going to kill it, but I feel like the Rhino wins by default.
I go to, like, anytime you've ever played pickup basketball in your entire life, okay, there's always one guy or one kid, if it was in high school, whatever it may be, that like he wasn't really good at basketball, but he was a huge pain in the ass. Like he played defense really hard. He was always moving around. He wasn't like skilled, but he was just an annoyance, right? And you always wanted that guy on your team instead of playing against him. I kind of see the turtle like that in this whole bracket. Is the turtle is just annoying because I don't think it'd be easy for a rhino to kill a turtle. I don't. I mean, you still have the shell underneath. You have the shell over top. Like the rhino's going to have to crack it and get in. And there's like, there's a whole lot of shit that's going to go involved in like killing a turtle. You could kill a gorilla quicker than you can kill a turtle.
Oh, you could kill anything on this list quicker than a turtle, I think.
Right. So it's like, it's going to be a grind. It's
be
like watching Princeton basketball, dude.
The alpha turtle. We're talking about.
Right. The alpha turtle. But it's going to be like watching Princeton basketball, dude. It's just a grind. And at the end of the day, could the turtle win it? Yes. But I just think that it's going to be the horn, right? Even though no matter how much you pull your head back in, it's almost the rhino is the perfect match. Because the rhino could eventually just put the horn straight into the shell.
Yeah, I think the bottom line in this one is it is the perfect opponent for the turtle.
Yeah.
Because I don't see any way the turtle kills a rhino, but there is a way that the rhino kills a turtle.
100%. And if it was an elephant, then you have the two tusk and you got to work on like the rhino. It's a dead set. I can come underneath, going in, and get it up underneath.
Yeah, again, I think the snapping turtle could bite the elephant's sting, pull it down, the same way crocodiles can kill elephants, hold it down, damage the thing so it gets breathing problems. It'll die a week later. The turtle can swim off. With a rhino, there's just not that vulnerability.
It's just not there. The rhino gets this. But then, Jeff, I have to ask you, because it's funny. You mentioned being a big fan of turtles, and I'm watching these videos. They really are the last true dinosaurs, right? I mean, turtles are the last dinosaurs.
Gators.
Maybe.
Turtles.
But it's the protective shell. Kind of like how the Triceratops had like the shield and the 3 horns. And it's like a turtle is designed to be able to survive so much that, I mean, 185 years, man.
Yeah, they're almost certainly the longest living creatures on this
100%.
planet. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But they're whoa.
What? Wait, a 2-headed turtle? Wait, that's for a whole different episode. Jeff and I are bringing you some news from the weird soon. A two-headed turtle. Jesus.
That just looks complicated.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look good.
There's
at
a
all.
little arm in between the two heads.
Oh my God, dude. So, all right, so we're down to our final four. We have three of those four. We have three of those four, correct? And one we're counting on you. Comments.
Yeah, so
We're
we've
counting
got
on
the
you, great viewers and subscribers.
The elephant's going to go against either the bear or, if our audience is semi-retarded, a gorilla. And the tiger is going against a rhino, which I'm looking forward to looking up some YouTube videos on that subject.
So we're down to tiger and rhino, elephant, and either bear or gorilla. And literally just share this with anyone that you possibly can. This is a question that the world needs to know, because Jeff and I think, are on that 50-50 kick. I think if you polled everyone and asked a grizzly or gorilla, I don't think it's one-sided.
Hopefully you watch the video and you see that one of us has all of the evidence in the world, and one of us is playing video games in their mind.
So one of us also has control of the videos they show, because I can show you the video that tells you that a gorilla will take out a grizzly bear. It's going to be close.
Send me that video, please.
I will. Yes. I think you sent it to me. Go back and watch the video of the 6 animals that can kill a gorilla or kill a grizzly bear.
All right.
It's gonna be close. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see. We're gonna be having a smear campaign on social media, and this episode will hopefully air in 2 weeks. So,
in 2 weeks, come see us, and then look, we're down to the final four. We are down to the final four.
No, we can't do the final four until after this episode airs. We can't even record it. So,
well, after this is done, then we'll get to the final four, so you guys can tell us what you believe. Cowboy, we're counting on you. A couple other guys, jump in this. Tell us what you think this should be, because I'm telling you, I'm going to stick with gorilla. We're going to go with them, man. We're going to go with them, Jeff. I'm with you. I just sent you the video. It's a hell of a battle. What's really weird is the turtle could have won this thing. The turtle could have won this thing.
Look, that is the interesting thing. If you look at the bracket, if the elephant faced the turtle tonight, and the turtle got home field, I would have argued for the turtle.
Right.
And by the way, I fully think the elephant is going to win this whole thing.
I don't know how it's not.
I don't know how it's not.
But you know what? Duke got beat by UNLV. Let's see what happens.
By the way, in fairness to our gorilla versus bear argument, can we vote? There's no chance.
No, I don't think so. Unless, again, if we get the gorilla through and we get to choose the apex, you and I are going to have to have an argument over, like, do I get apex that we know, or like Apex from Planet of the Apes? If you give me Apex from Planet of the Apes, that dude gets on an elephant's back and just
real life. We don't get King Kong.
Damn it! All right, I don't get King Kong.
Otherwise, Godzilla wants to argue why he's not in this thing.
Yeah, Mothra. How did that even happen?
What would Godzilla represent?
I mean, I guess like the Komodo dragons, like lizards.
Another Komodo dragon. Another thing that was not in the tournament.
Look, I love the way that we're doing this, though.
Komodo dragons.
At some point, we have to have the underwater version. That's all. We just have to have the underwater version.
Oh, that's
like true underwater version. And
that's going to be really hard.
Phrasing.
It'd be really, really hard.
Phrasing.
But that's what makes it fun, right? It's look, jumping in. So you
Phrasing
guys tell
anymore.
us.
Hey, phrasing.
Still there. Fuck. All right. So you guys gotta let us know before we record the next episode of who's it gonna be. the cliffhanger from today's episode is
who's going to get killed by an elephant? A bear? Or
right,
a gorilla?
or a gorilla. Which argument do you want to hear? With that, my friends,
yeah.
thanks for joining us.
Dad's a good show. Dad's a good show.